Hi, welcome to the start of the Dempster Highway. This goes all the way to Tuktoyaktuk. If you look at it on your map, any further you'll be swimming in the Arctic Ocean, and that's the starting of it. You see this highway here? There is no road, it's all gravel, and this is what the entire stretch is going to be like. And hopefully Gulflander will come through as she was designed to do in terrain like this. We are entering the Dempster Highway, and Gulflander is having a little problem. We're having a little electrical issue, which is turning the indicator lights and the brake lights off, and it's a loose connection, and it seems that it's intermittent, going on, going off. But the next town is 500 some kilometers away, which is Inuvik, and hopefully we'll get somebody there. Today is Canada Day, which keeps everything closed. And from a timing perspective, we don't have time to waste, so we'll go up there, hopefully find somebody up there to see if they can take a look at it. Or on the way down, stop by at Dawson again. But from here on, we're heading to the Arctic Circle, or rather the Arctic Ocean. The circle will come along the way somewhere. And yeah, hopefully, with God's grace, together we'll see through this as well. At the beginning of the Dempster Highway, this is how the roads are going to be for the next 800 kilometers until we reach the Arctic Circle. Sort of notice, if you can, if the video is sharp enough, this entire surface is corrugated, which means it's got little rumble strips, bumpy. Smaller cars, it takes a bigger toll on them because the tire sizes are smaller. With us, we feel it, but we don't feel it as much as the SUVs feel it. And hopefully that would be our advantage all the way without any further, you know, things. Gulflander, hopefully he's tough enough to carry this through. On the Dempster Highway, we are running into a hailstorm. If you can hear all the crackling, well, it's bad enough we're getting all the gravel hitting our windshield. Now we are trying to contend with hailstones. Luckily, just the size of ball bearings for now. But it is raining, it is hailing, and it suddenly got 10 degrees or 12 degrees colder than it was 5 minutes ago. Of course, the terrain is going to start getting slushy now. It is a mud road, and here we are. But this road is getting slushy and muddy. This is getting interesting. You can see all kinds of weather in just one road. Sort of like the Dalton Highway, same thing. Well, I'm trying to tell the oncoming traffic to stop and slow down a little bit, but they think I'm waving at them. We've already got 2 more windshield cracks thanks to these speeding, I'd say, assholes, because they know this is what causes it. When they see traffic coming, they can easily slow down, but they don't. We're driving to the other side of this moving storm. Now it's turned to just rain. And hopefully in front I see some clear skies. And therefore, hopefully better weather. The good part about the road being wet now is that the corrugated surface has become a little softer, so it's a little less harsh on the truck, and as a result on us. But I'm more worried about the truck. I think we can handle this. We're driving through a piece of the Dempster Highway on our way to Inuvik, and this is one of the panoramic landscapes that we just came across right after a hailstorm. It's threatening to start to rain here as well, but the light, the shade, the greens, all that's making for a really pretty picture. The sun's hitting the mountain range that we're just about to see as we turn, making the snow that hasn't melted yet glisten like it were silver. So we caught a moose grazing and drinking water in that pond. Plenty of mosquitoes now flying around. So if I keep this window open too much longer, we'd have a swarm of it coming into our... Of course, somebody in front of us caught it, so we saw that and we knew there was something up. On the Dempster Highway, we've driven about 280 kilometers in about 9 hours, say a 9-hour drive. It is almost 10 at night. We started around 2 o'clock in the afternoon after the Canada Day Parade. After 270 kilometers on to Dempster, we're thinking, now Gulflander has taken quite a beating. It's not an easy road for an old truck like this. Is she strong enough for it? Yes, she's strong enough for it. But there are a lot of weak points about her. Like, for example, the electrical systems. Those wires are being shaken and stirred like James Bond's martini. And it's starting to tell. We have a long journey ahead. We've come as far north as possible. So what do you think, Dipali? What?
We are close to the Arctic Circle. But the rate at which we are going and the road is so bad, we'll have to be on this highway for another 6 days at least.
Yeah,
we have to round trip. And I think since we have made it to Prudhoe Bay already, we have gone up to the Arctic Ocean. Again, doing the same, but from the Canadian side, I don't think it's worth it, only because the truck is, doesn't seem to be doing so well right now.
Well, the truck's doing beautifully actually, but I just don't want something to go wrong because we have a long journey back to New York. We have talks scheduled already. The idea of getting here was to show that it can be an adventurous drive. Gulflander, for all the problems she's had, has shown her mettle to be a fabulous truck, and I don't want to extend that welcome that she's given us to a point where it becomes a hassle. And the main objective of this would be to, unite Rotary, get out there to Australia, compete in the World Transplant Games, and make a point that organ donation can be as adventurous as you want it to be. But that sometimes, I'd say, discretion is a better part of valor. And do we use our discretion now? I mean, this area is pretty beautiful. It's back of the beyond. It's like completely cut off from the rest of the world. Thousands of kilometers of nothing here. And there is a community up there about 200 miles away that we hope to meet and speak to them about organ donation. So we're in this, at least my mind is in this tough space to make this decision. We are completely not tired. Actually, I'm at, knock on wood, I feel great. Do I want to put Gulflander through this much of a test?
Especially because we are having the electrical problems as well. The indicator is not working.
The indicator is, it's just the horn that's not working.
The horn is not working. And the road, of course, is not the best to travel. I don't know. My gut feeling says that we still have a long way to go on this really bad road. Dempster Highway, I don't know, heard so much about it. We have been on this highway for over...
Well, we'd have done 500 kilometers if we turn around now. 540 kilometers, because this is one way 280, so 560 if we head back right now. Yeah, well, to Eagle Plain, which is the next really inhabited town, is about 56 miles more from here. And
it took us about 24 miles
it took
an hour.
24 miles an hour is the speed at this rate. We are on a mountain ridge, going from ridge to ridge to ridge to ridge, at about 2,800 feet above sea level. As you know, we're heading towards the Arctic Ocean, so the sea level will have to drop eventually to go down to the Arctic sea level. That said, we're at the same height around there as Bangalore is, and it doesn't seem that much, does it? But when you look down and you see mountain ravines going this way, all around you, then you get a sense of how high you are on this road. I think what I did wrong in this whole planning was I didn't give it enough time. This highway should have been given at least 10-15 days, where we could do about 100 kilometers a day, camp the night, do another 100, then she would have been in a lot better space. Rested, not pushed, but we're doing 10 hours of this terrain continuously just so I can meet a deadline in Minneapolis. The next stop would be in Minneapolis, or I think Calgary and Edmonton, and we don't want to miss that for any other reason. So we may end up turning around at this point in the ridge that's giving us a wide space here to turn.